We're going.
All right, very good. I got everything to work, so.
Sweet. Okay. Yeah, we're rolling. We're rolling. We're rolling. Oh, they did they all
Excellent.
dye their hair, or is that like fake hair that they kind of? It looked cool.
Oh, I can't see now. The bracket's up.
Oh, lame.
I know.
We
I
don't
don't know
care
if I'm
about
ahead or
bracket.
behind from you.
Probably about
I
the same.
mean, yeah, this is probably the closest to seed of any bracket in at nationals.
Oh yeah, for sure. The only one missing out is the 8 seed.
Mm-hmm.
Two, three, four, five, six, seven. Yeah.
Yeah, Schwa got in there over traffic.
Yeah. Yeah, they all have like pink and blue in their hair. It looks
Those
pretty
are.
sweet.
Oh yeah, they do at the ends. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
it's pretty sweet.
Did they have that yesterday or not? I don't know. I don't
I
know
have
that they were on.
I have no idea. This is the first time watching of Flipside.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. Hold on. Where's the field pass? There it is. Because I know you wanna. We'll definitely be talking about like, I think is noise in DFG on field pass right now.
They're not, much to my dismay. They are not on Field Pass. I would have
Unfortunate.
loved to see that matchup.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, yeah, I should be getting some text updates. Thank you, Paul, who is at Nationals. And I was like, can you please text me?
That's nice.
That's a great poll. I do like Field Pass. I gotta say though, when it's like sometimes when they switch to limited views,
Hmm.
um, like where you can only see one or two games, I'm like, no, I was really interested in that other game that you had showing.
Yeah.
That's an easy score.
Easy peasy. I feel like these teams like I guess know each other super well.
Right.
And so I feel like this is gonna be fun. A lot of people had this pegged as the as like the nationals game, like the national championship game.
Yeah, I read on Twitter a little bit ago somebody saying that quarters is the new semis, or the new
Basically.
finals. Right. I do like how easy to read Fury's jersey numbers are, though. I feel like that's something that I quickly learned in commentating was actually as much as the bigger numbers maybe aren't as visually appealing, they make it easier on the commentators.
Yeah, for sure. Do, 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 do. Okay. I guess I was wondering what the wind was like, and 5 miles an hour is nothing, basically.
Right. If anything, the dirt on the fields causing people to slip is going to be more of a
Yeah,
factor than the wind at this game.
because like the weather is perfect. Also, how many of these people slept in their beds last night?
Ooh. Well,
That's
not the San Francisco people. That's probably too far away for them. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. What's your final score prediction? Who wins this game and what's
Oh,
the score?
who wins this game? Let me watch this point and then I'll give a prediction.
Okay, my prediction. Oh
Wow.
wow,
That was a grab.
let's go. Wow. Well, I mean, that's Kayla Helton, right? Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah. Um,
Oh, a little wide. I really want to have a score prediction that puts Flipside on top. Because you gotta love a team that's like full of talented and experienced people, but
yeah,
together for the first time, right? A new team.
yeah.
But how can you bet against Fury?
You can't. That's why I'm saying I'm gonna say 15-12 Fury, just because Fury, this is their first game of the day, and Flipside already had to play a game.
Yeah, I
So
think I'm gonna go 15-10 Fury. I
okay,
think it'll be close, probably through half, and then Fury's gonna do what Fury does and run away with it.
yeah. Let's see, because Flipside played their 15-9 game against Riot. So this last round. So they
Yeah.
had a pretty decent game with them.
Some of the seeding in the women's division, like I know it makes sense based on performance, but to see some of the powerhouses like not seeded as high was a little wild.
Yeah. Was that out? That was out.
That was out, yeah. Like, wasn't Brute Squad a 6 seed? Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, the 6 seed. They didn't have like a super impressive like regular season, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, like I said, it makes sense given on performance on the regular season, but it's just, oh, that was a tough drop. Just tough to have.
Yeah, like they at Pro Champs was not great for them. They went 3-4 at Pro Champs.
Yeah.
And like losing to Phoenix 7-15, to Sixers 9-15, and losing Scandal 11-14 and a Universe loss against Traffic. So yeah.
Oh. Little messy to start the game. Lots of back and forth here. And not like necessarily defensive turns generated, just a couple of missed throws.
Yeah. Okay, Amel. My homie Amel. Huh. I feel like we've been seeing this. I've noticed it in like most of the other games I've watched is that a lot of people's hucks are just like going straight up in the air. Like they're putting way too much nose on it. And it's like I don't know why, but also I feel like, you know, these teams play here and they should know the weather.
Right, yeah, these aren't like teams that came from elsewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, this is
it's a little reminiscent of like the first throws when you're in Colorado for all the people who don't actually throw at altitude.
Yeah, altitude throws.
You're like, oh, it's going to go that far now? All right. All right, so they're back in the red zone. Not a whole lot of downfield cutting happening at the moment, though. Wow, that was a grab. All right, we're on serve.
Yeah, you're a few seconds ahead of me, but that's okay. That's not a big deal.
All right. Well, why don't I go to the? I'm on YouTube, not on Field Pass. I can go into Field Pass and see.
I'm on YouTube as well.
Okay.
So it might just be my internet. It's not a big deal at all.
I'll try and hold off on telling you what's happening then.
I will be right back. I gotta get some popcorn because this game deserves.
All right.
This game deserves popcorn.
It does. It does. So you already missed a turn. Flipside's got a chance for a break.
Okay. Wait, Sarah, tell
Oh,
go. Tell the people who are here
yeah.
your, I guess, ultimate resume.
Oh, my ultimate resume is like the world's most backward ultimate resume. So for many years, I actually played just rec. So I got into ultimate. My significant other had decided to play with some friends in Madison Ultimate Frisbee's summer league. So MUFA's summer league is like one of the largest in the country, a few thousand players. And he had decided to play, but then, they're talking through a foul call here. Um, yeah, he had decided to play, but then got injured. And the team, so Summer League in Madison is entirely mixed ultimate. And so they stick with a 4-3, 3-4 alternating ratio. So it's no 5-2, none of that. And so they were like, hey, actually, we could use another person, on our team. And so I started playing and I got hooked. And so I played just within MUFA for a lot of years. And then it was actually through becoming youth chair that I got more involved competitively. So Robin Fenig was a friend of mine, and I would always talk with her about, oh, my kid loves Ultimate. He wants to play, and there's not really any middle school playing opportunities. Like, oh, wouldn't it be great if somebody would just like make playing opportunities? And finally, Robin heard this enough that Robin was like, I think you could do that. And I like to say that Robin lured me over tacos. We went out to a place that has some good tacos and was like, no, really, you could do that. And, do you want to be youth chair? And so I was voted onto the board as youth chair. And in spring of 2019, did our first middle school Ultimate League. And then that right away in that spring also, I had to run YCC tryouts. And Madison is lucky enough to have lots of club players who coach YCC, which made for an environment where all of a sudden I was spending a lot of time with people who played club and who were like, no, club's great. You could do that. And so in 2019, I was a practice player who ended up being rostered for the series with a mixed team in Madison called Boomtown Pandas. Had a good time and spent all winter doing some different ultimate prep work in preparation for the 2020 season, where I was like, all right, I'm going to do, hit the gym, get in real good shape. And then COVID hit. And so I did not play in 2020, but I played Madison Heist in 2021. And then let me step back a little bit. I played a master's team, Age Cheddar. Mo, thank you for organizing Age Cheddar first. And then I played Heist for summer club season. And then because I had only ever done Ultimate in a rec context, and MUFA's not a USAU affiliate or anything, I had never started my college clock. I wasn't an active club player. I didn't play in college. I also returned to grad school during the pandemic to finish out my PhD. And so I was eligible to play college ultimate. So last year I played with UW-Madison's Belladonna and did that. And then this summer, predictably, as you can imagine, doing all of the things kind of burnt me out. And so I played mostly, I practiced with Heist, but then I also played with a tournament-only team, Dinosaur Fancy, out of Madison. So Toby Wex, who is an institution in Madison, has organized probably more teams and created more teams than anybody in the country. And so he's got a tournament-only team going, and went and played sectionals with them. It was fun. That's my ultimate resume. I do a lot of organizing.
Nice. I mean, like, Ultimate can't run without organizers, so. Someone's got to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I knew that club existed before I became youth chair, but like my image of club in the Madison area was like, I knew Robin,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so my image of what a club player was in Madison
It was Robin.
was Robin Fennig. And I didn't have like any other context to be like, oh, I'm
Opie.
wrong.
Sorry, Opie
Opie, of
scored.
course.
Let's go,
No,
Opie.
I know. There was some highlights in Ulti photos of Opie yesterday, and I kept looking at them because the joy that was on Opie's face in many of them was just like awesome to see. Yeah, so my image of a club player was that all club players were Robin Fennig.
Well then.
Yeah,
That's
a high bar to meet.
Exactly.
Yeah, and so I think like right now I'm trying to figure out, as I'm not playing Belladonna this year, with a lot of sadness around that. I think the time commitment. I mean, you have kids and know how bouncing kids with Ultimate works. And when you're doing that with a college team, that also means that practices maybe aren't at a time that's particularly work or family friendly. You know, all of that. So I'm trying to figure out like what's my next move in the Ultimate world.
Anthony Nunez asked, "What age group is your favorite to coach?"
Oh, that's I would say I'll start with my knots, not elementary schoolers. They are lovely, but that's really like herding cats. Like it's just chaos. I would probably say middle and high school are equal in my mind, but for different reasons. Middle schoolers who are finding the joy of the game and the love of the game, a lot of them like maybe have had experiences playing other sports and like come to Ultimate and it just clicks. That's amazing for me, and a lot of fun to see like, oh, they're starting to get their throws, they're starting to understand. But also high schoolers, I don't know if this is just exclusive to our community. I'd like to think that it's not. We have amazing high school kids playing Ultimate, and seeing them not only get better at the game, but finding their voice as humans, and creating team cultures that are positive and inclusive, standing up for things that they believe in, is really a lot of fun too. I know that was like a non-answer answer.
Clara's joining us.
Hi, Clara.
And I think Fury just broke twice. Like that's 2 breaks in a row.
Right. Oh yeah.
So. Okay, Adam asks, "How did you get middle schoolers on board with a brand new sport and getting them to buy in? Was it because middle schools, not middle schoolers? Was it because of kids being the children of longtime Mufa players?"
So we don't do a whole lot of the middle school Ultimate actually in the schools. The schools have a rec program that tries to do after school Ultimate. I haven't had a whole lot of success connecting with them. They're a little bit siloed from us. So we mostly do rec leagues. And I think it's been a mix of, yes, longtime Mufa players who now have children who grew up holding a Frisbee, right? But also I do think that the exposure that the Radicals bring to the community, they draw a pretty good crowd, and have, that one of their owners is a marketing professional. So I do think they get a lot of attention on the sport in the community.
That's good. And sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, the kids are home for spring or fall break this week, so they are
Oh yeah,
all over the place.
They did not time that well with nationals.
No, they did not. USAU do better. Don't. Hi, Clara. What was my question? Oh, do the Radicals do like youth clinics and stuff like that, like on a regular basis?
Um, they do. So they run Rad Academy, which is a summer camp that does week-long sessions, and that's pretty well attended. Normally, when there's big events, they'll do clinics. So, like when the AUDL championships came to town, there was a clinic. They have done some work with parks and rec organizations outside of Madison. They're generally involved. Most of their stuff is not so much free, but I think that, it's part of their strategy as an organization.
Cool. All right. So Flipside, I'm assuming
Needs to
Flipside called
needs
a
to
timeout.
score.
I'm assuming they called the timeout there. So
Yeah.
Clara, you just okay. There.
They took my advice. I said they needed to score. They scored.
And they scored. It's fun to see this Flipside team because a lot of them are like the what's it called? The WL players from the San Diego and
Yeah.
LA team. And so it's cool to see them all get together and play.
Yeah, I was thinking about that going into watching this game, and I am, because of the Milwaukee Monarchs and following them, I'm much more familiar with the PUL teams and who's on various PUL teams. Though I think the WUL has done some really interesting things in the past year. Like I loved their kind of mini tournament formats for weekends to have multiple matchups.
Yeah.
Hi, Clara.
She's grabbing my phone and just saying hi. She loves it. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. It's pretty cool to see the top two seeded teams coming from somewhat close of somewhat the same area,
Right.
and just kind of shows that okay that I don't know, the California women's scene is hopping.
Yeah,
Oh,
for sure.
that was so
Yeah, did you
close.
see that?
Did you touch it?
Yeah,
Jasmine, did you touch it?
Jasmine did.
Good. Or was it a pressure? I don't know. Either way, that was great.
I think it was maybe fingertips.
You can't test Jasmine.
Oh.
That's tough. You can't test Jasmine in the deep space. Everyone knows that. Ew. Slobber all over my phone, child? Yeah. And I feel like experience of being there is kind of coming out too with Fury.
Yeah, definitely. I do think when you have those high pressure games, having been there confers a lot of advantage. A lot easier to keep your mind calm.
Yeah.
When you've been through it before. Here we get another look at the. It's hard to tell. I think Jasmine might have had. Oh, no.
I think it was a pressured block instead of a touching it block, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Is this another timeout call?
Is it? I don't know if it's another timeout called.
I think it might just be their circle in between points because the points in between the time
is too long.
So long. Is way too long.
I mean, and think we, on the streams we only see the observed games that keep the game running, right?
Yeah, and it's still too long. Like, I think there's a happy medium in between. Okay. there should be a happy. There's like in the AUDL, there's too little time between points, in my opinion, and then in club, there's too much time in between points.
Yeah, do
So
you
I
think
think
you'd have to I mean, this wouldn't really apply to the high level teams, but if we were to shorten the time between points, do you think that we'd have to up the roster minimums for teams? Like at some point, if
No.
your time between is too short, you really have to have enough for a new line to go out every time.
Yeah. I think that we wouldn't have to shorten like roster, but I feel like people would take their timeouts more. Like
Oh yeah.
like a lot of the times teams just don't use their timeouts, or they'll and like with you have to pick and choose when you're going to use your timeouts at that point for giving your players rest, or think of there might be a little more strategy involved with that aspect.
Oh no.
Oh, that's tough.
That was yeah, tough times too.
Go. You gonna throw it? Okay.
Nope. Oh.
Ooh,
Little errant throw. Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
Oh, there's an injury. I don't know from where. Ooh, that was a disc to the face, maybe?
Or like fingertips to the face.
Yeah.
No, not a Mel. How dare you hit a Mel? She'll be cool. She's tough.
Oh, tough reset.
Goop. Drop. I don't even know who was on offense at this point. Oh, Flipside was on offense. I remember OP.
Yeah, yep. Right. They have a chance for a hold. But again, like they don't have a whole lot of action coming from their cutters
Yeah.
early in the stall count.
Well, they're doing like the front of the stack cutting.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Oh.
Ooh. Oh.
It's like the
they need to I feel like they need to slow down a little bit,
Yeah, that one definitely was like a trying to get that off before your defender got into place.
Yeah. Honestly, we have that same problem with USC. So, that looked down, but I guess.
Yeah, it did look down, but now
I guess it was up.
yes, but I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a similar problem with USC, the University of South Carolina. The team I assistant coach for, is that they're not patient. They just go, and I'm like, guys, like you have 10 seconds to throw the disc. You don't have to throw it the second you get it. Like, take the time, make the correct throw instead of just, oh, they're open and I'm gonna make this really funky throw to make sure I get it to them. That's a great throw.
That was, and a great read on the disc.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I would have liked it better if it was out in front more.
Yeah.
Obviously. But that's not in. Mitch is. I feel like Mitch is like, you really thought.
Mitch is not impressed.
No, not at all.
But Flipside did hold. So they're down. They're still down a couple breaks, but I don't know. Can they get some momentum to come back?
Oh, for sure.
All right, I'm looking at my USAU app for scores.
Nice.
Looking locally, so sorry to all those who aren't interested in Madison teams. Madman and Temper are tied at 4s for the Pro Fight play-in quarterfinals in the 7th place bracket. And let's see what else is happening. All right. Looks like the top part of the bracket for mixed is playing. Exist and Polar Bears are tied at 3s. Mixtape is up 5-2 over Love Tractor. That Polar Bears Exist matchup should be an interesting one.
Yeah.
They were in the same pool, right?
I honestly have no idea.
I don't think so. Oh, no. Exist was in Dragon's pool.
For the women, Brute Squad and Phoenix are tied at 4s.
Oh, that would be a great game, too.
And on the men's side, Truck is up 6-3 on Ring. Okay. Oh, another question for you. For the high schoolers that are being coached, do you have partnerships in place to set them up for UW-Madison or Milwaukee to play at their respective schools they end up at?
Oh, that's an interesting question. We don't have formal partnerships, but I will say, particularly for UW-Madison and particularly for Belladonna, Belladonna, in the time that I've been youth chair, has a history of having lots of players coach for YCC, which makes a natural pipeline then into UW-Madison. If they're coaching players over the summer, they get to hype up how great Belladonna is. Players are interested. I try and make a point for certainly any of our YCC players to note. We ask them, and USAU asks this as part of the player packet, where kids are going to college, and we'll try and make those connections for them to say, hey, here's who you should talk to at Milwaukee, or here's who you should talk to at Madison. And so that's a lot of fun. We had a bunch of seniors this year who are. There's several of them on both Hodag's, Belladonna, and then UW Milwaukee's team has a couple new people as well from our YCC teams.
That is pretty nice, though. Being able to just like say, hey, you want to play here? Go talk to this person. And
yeah.
Do it now at YCC's.
Right. Yeah. Get to know them, and I think it makes it an easier transition for the freshmen coming in to show up to practice and be like, oh, I know these people. I also think that's actually a benefit of YCC broadly, like for the players, right? If you come in with a freshman class and you're all trying out and you all have built those connections already through YCC, even though you didn't go to the same school, that makes the tryout process easier. Tryouts are hard. It's always nice to have a friend that you can be like, whoa, this is intense. This is going on, let's go to practice together. Let's throw together, have a familiar face.
Yeah. It's like Fury's has like a 4-person cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's aggressive. Oh, now they're kind of breaking it. I don't know. That was confusing. I didn't know what was happening there. They know better than I do, though. So.
Yeah, it's interesting. Manny's saying I know that he coaches Fury and is amazing in that regard, but like my first introduction to Manny saying was like through some of the webinars that are out there that he's done around middle school coaching, and around like how he runs a cohesive middle school practice that keeps people engaged, and keeps kids like on the task at hand. That was a great find for that score, though.
Is the 4-person cup what Fury is famous for?
Oh, honestly, I don't know. Fury's famous for being Fury.
Yeah. The only famous 4-person cup I can think of is Florida United.
Do we really want to give them attention?
Oh, we do. 2022, the greatest season in Club Ultimate history. Ooh, we got the ticker.
Oh, we do.
6-3 on ring.
Oh,
Chain
that's a cool addition.
in 6-2-6 podium. I figured that was going to happen. Chain played
Yeah.
a really, really close game with Vault, and so figured Pony was just going to kind of come out and punch him in the
Yeah,
mouth.
I thought Vault was going to make it. I was like trying to keep track of that while I was doing some other stuff.
Yeah,
And they were up for a
it
while.
was really close. I think Pony also has, I mean, Pony's a great team, but has the advantage of that their side of the bracket is playing right now instead of at the later game.
Right.
And so, like, if Chain had gotten some rest, like had gotten a
Right.
then,
Instead of having to head right into another game.
exactly, then they might have been. Then they score probably would be a little closer at least.
Yep. That's another, I don't know how far behind your stream is, but that's another clean hold for Fury.
Not that far.
Okay. They're one away from half now.
They're just really good at moving the disc.
And moving the disc quickly.
Yeah.
Like they don't seem frantic, but it's never a high stall count situation.
Yeah, because
They've always got their next throw ready to go.
Their cuts are timed perfectly to be able to, have that next throw be easy.
Yep. It's always fun to see the sideline crews as well. Like who came to spectate.
Mm-hmm. Like this person in the back with the just kind of chilling with the orange Nalgene off screen now.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
This dude in the chair had Duncan looked like.
Uh-huh. Right. The parents there probably.
Yeah. I always try to figure out who's like on the other field behind them too.
Yeah. I know Buns had quote tweeted in Ulti World Live where BFG was on the field next to Noise and Buns scored and Noise was, cheering Buns on as a Madison native.
Is that a Callahan?
Looks like a
Is that a Callahan or is that a
No, it's Flipside's disc.
Okay, it was an attempted layout.
Yeah.
D.
Yeah, but that was a foul, no contest.
A Callahan to take this in the half would be huge.
Yeah, it does seem like, Fury's pulls are so great that Flipside gets stuck in that danger zone for quite a while. Oh, tough.
Yeah, it's just a little loopy.
Mm-hmm.
So we were talking about seeing their being able to see Fury's numbers, but you can't really see the front of their jersey.
No, the front is a little like faded light colors and is tough. Yeah. Oh, that was almost a great save. Yeah, I have to say, so we had a Madison player on the U20 girls division team this year, and I had, I always like to buy former players' jerseys. Mm-hmm. It's a very cool thing. Not that I need more jerseys, but when they came out, that was amazing. When they came out, I really was hesitant because of how big the numbers in the back of the national team jerseys are this year. Uh-huh. And then I commentated a game, and I was like, yeah, okay.
Oh no!
They made it all the way down just to turn.
They've done that a few times.
Yeah.
Okay, Where's that? Way back here. Okay. Is Fury doing a side stack? Or sorry, it looks like they're doing like a split stack. Sort
What maybe? There's a pick called.
Got a Surrender Cobra in the back. Nope, never mind. No more Surrender Cobra. Mitch, sort it out. Good job, Mitch.
Mitch has to be closing in on what? Was it 1,000 games that he's observed?
Yeah, he's getting close.
Yeah.
I think he said he wants his 1,000th game to be like at college nationals. Wow.
Nice. That was it. Yeah.
That's halftime. Oof.
That is half.
That's rough.
That's really rough. Means both of our predictions might be off. Yeah.
Okay, so, but over on what do we have here? On Field Pass?
What Field Pass?
Yeah. Most of these other games are not at halftime. Just like I feel like Fury just kind of
speaks to the pace of this game. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I want to know what Molly Brown is doing.
Molly Brown plays at
Is that their game later?
Yeah. So it says the round time is 2:00. So what, about an hour and a half from now?
Yeah.
I feel like an upgrade to the USAU app could be presenting the times of the games in the time zone you're actually in.
That would be nice. But do we want USAU to know our location though?
Fair. Maybe I take that back. Maybe just like something across the top of the bracket that says game times are in Pacific time, right?
Yeah.
Some reminder.
I know Ultiworld has their graphics set up and says it's Pacific time.
Yeah.
Which is
well, Mixtape's almost about to take half. So Mixtape's up 7-3 over Love Tractor.
Phoenix is down 4-6 to Brute. Wait, 5.
That's a little surprising.
Yeah.
Truck Stop and Pony are at half.
Did
Truck Stop
doing well against Ring, I guess?
Yeah, so Truck Stop is 8, Ring of Fire has 4. And Pony is up 8-3 over Chain Lightning.
Oof. That's tough. It's really tough. And Exist and Polar Bears are at 6-3 Exist.
That's a little surprising.
Yeah.
Especially since Polar Bears seem to be Polar Bears also seem to be underseeded.
Wow. They're also playing on their home turf too, so there's no jet lag. Okay, halftime interviews. Yeah, you definitely it's a definite advantage to win your pool at nationals. 100%. Like if you win your pool, you automatic in the quarters, and you have to play a team that had just played in pre-quarters too. So
it does seem like a double advantage, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You get to sleep in. The team you're playing is exhausted.
Yeah. And you get to go you can go scout maybe.
Right.
I feel like the half times during this tournament have been pretty short too. I don't know how long they're
Yeah, they
supposed to be.
have.
They're supposed to be like what, 10 minutes?
Um, I think so. I don't know.
Okay.
This all proves that we don't actually follow the rules around the time limits, except when there's an observer there to help us.
Yeah. Looks like Phoenix broke to bring the score back to 6-6 with Brute Squad.
That's got to be a great game.
Yeah, Brute Squads, they got hands.
Yup.
They gave Molly Brown a really good game yesterday too.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, 3 breaks by Fury. And only 2 clean holds by Flipside.
Yeah, that's the breaks and break chances was something I was talking to Tiara and AJ about yesterday. How like a lot of like if you have a break chance, you need to be converting those like not every time. I feel like it's I mean you should, you want to, but
Right.
like at least half of them you should be converting.
Yep. I'm sneaking to do some work, a little work here while we're at halftime.
I mean, yeah. Do your job.
To be fair, I am well past my
Don't be shy.
contracted time for the week.
I like my eggs sunny side up. And a Mel.
See, I can't see the chat because I don't have our stream going. I have the
Oh, it was.
Ulti World stream going.
Yeah, there was someone on the sideline with.
Oh, okay.
With the sign.
Got it. Understand now.
Anthony Nunez says work is overrated. I'm like, bro, aren't you at work right now? Weren't you talking about you were at work last game? Yeah.
Work is overrated, except I'd like to not have to work tonight.
It is overrated. That's why I quit. I'm just kidding. That's not why I quit, but it is overrated.
It is, and unfortunately, it somehow seems to be the requirement for paying bills and all sorts of other lame adult activities.
All right, let's see if Flipside can flip this side around. And
that's a good dad joke. Good job. Somebody in the Ulti World stream chat is commenting on the pace of the points being very quick. We agree.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a huck that went up.
They still don't have a ton of cutter movement downfield.
Yeah, they still that vert stack does seem a little stagnant.
Yeah. Dana doing Dana things, being tall and longer.
Always.
Do you want to say hi? Nope. Okay. See ya.
That was a great box out and read of that disc.
Yeah.
All right, so that's a hold to start half. Now we got to see if they can get some momentum and get a break here.
Because I think they said that they haven't converted any breaks so
No,
far.
none.
Breaks will win you games.
Yeah, but can you really get 3 breaks in a half against Fury?
I guess we'll find out. I do really like the Flipside jerseys.
Yeah.
Oh no. Press the wrong button.
Fury has such great cross-field movement, too.
Yeah. It's like they've done this before. What are you guys doing?
Right.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Get out of here. Go. Get out of here. Go. Get out of here. No, go. Get out of here.
Daddy, right here.
These kids
Speaking of, they are. It's middle of the afternoon.
It's technically quiet time right now. So, quiet time.
That's how it goes. Speaking of Anthony, I watched him coach his way to an AUDL championship just a few weeks ago.
Yeah, Anthony's a great guy. we had a good broadcast this last time.
Nice.
A lot of fun.
Oh, wow. That was a great catch with a lot of pressure. Yeah. Oh, it looks like just a misread on that disc.
Anthony said, "Oh gosh, she saw me ugly cry."
Yes, yes. It was wonderful. I actually got to see Charlie as well, Anthony's co-coach,
Nice.
in Madison. And then Charlie was nice enough to send some Empire stickers for our kids
Oh, sweet.
afterwards. Yeah.
I need Fury to give up this goal right now. Just give it up. Just drop it.
You just manifested that.
Yes. Score. Do it. Oh, Opie.
Yeah.
Love you, Opie, but why?
Wow, I think my stream's behind yours now.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Who knows?
I don't understand how we can all be live and up.
Not live?
Not live. It doesn't make any sense to me. And
Oh.
that's the break. 10-5. Yeah, I don't see this going
No.
their way at all. I don't really see Flipside recovering and winning this game.
No, I don't know. 5 points.
Say hi. Yeah, this one that can walk now is everywhere, all the time.
Makes life exciting.
Super exciting. Hey.
This is one of those games that I feel like Fury should certainly still be leading, but the score maybe doesn't reflect the game. Like, there have been some points that have had a lot of back and forth turns.
Yeah.
But then, of course, we have the really quick holds of Fury, and that's how we end up with the score we have.
Yep. Hey. What are you doing, child?
So, what are your predictions for the other half of the bracket?
The other half of the bracket.
Yeah, so there's going to be a Molly Brown versus Scandal,
Molly.
and Schwa versus Sixers.
Sixers.
It looks like, at least on the USAU app, as up to date as that could be, Brute and Phoenix are tied at 7s.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'll check. They're on Field Pass right now. I'll go ahead and look.
Are they?
Yeah. Yes, tied at 7s. Truck is also up 9-5 on Ring, and Exist is up 8-4 on Polar Bears.
Wow. All right, so the other half of the men's division bracket, Machine and Bravo.
Bravo's looked really hot this weekend, so I think Bravo will end up winning it. I have Machine in my personal bracket from that I made before, but
Yep.
yeah, but I think Bravo will grab it.
Yeah, I mean, Johnny Bravo beat Sockeye 14-13, so
They like end up going down a little bit, but then just coming back and winning games, and yeah. That'll be the next round, actually. That'll be the Johnny Bravo Machine game.
yep, we have some. All right, Mitch handled something again.
Good job, Mitch. Proud of you, Mitch.
I don't know. Okay, it went back, but then double wide versus Rhino Slam.
I think Double Wide will win that one. I think Rhino got lucky to be in quarters. So they were literally 1 point away from not being in the bracket at all.
Yeah, I
With
know.
how their thing was set up. Like, if they had lost on Universe to Ring, they would not have made the bracket because of
Right.
differential and head-to-head and all that random
But
stuff.
instead they won their pool,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, and that's wild.
This is some good movement by Flipside.
Yeah, somehow the one I have up for the live stream is ahead of the one I have up to watch. So
Huh.
I don't know. I don't know how this is working. Technology confuses me.
That was a good bobble save by Kayla.
Okay, and in
Oh, we're just going to get a highlight reel.
So in mixed for the other side of the bracket that's playing it whenever they're playing, like an hour or whatever.
Yeah.
I have BFG beating Noise. And I don't know. Yeah, I have BFG beating Noise. And then I have this one's tough because Dragon Thrust has not looked super great.
Right.
That's a lie. They looked pretty good against Hybrid. But also Shame looked pretty good yesterday.
Can Shame make it 2 days in a row, though?
I don't know. I have no idea. I want to
Like,
say
Shane looked impressive yesterday.
yeah. I want to say yes because homies, but in truth, I just don't know.
Yeah, those are interesting matchups. Like, I think I have to root for Noise. And I do think like Noise has the ability to go on some really good runs. Like when their offense is clicking, they are really hard to stop. And so if they can harness that this game, I think it will go well for them. And we know BFG at least has some weaknesses, right?
Yeah.
We saw that at Worlds, certainly in the first day versus Space Force, right? But they also had that scare in the first day, so they're probably eager to
Yeah.
prove their
That
place in
that,
this quarterfinals matchup.
that little button cut was incredible.
It was wild, yeah. Oh,
Such a great little cut.
11-6, Fury.
This little. Oh, love it.
Again, though, that overhead view, like, oh, such a great cut.
Okay, 11-6. This game it's pretty much over.
Yeah.
Like I don't. Fury has all the momentum. Kind of same with like Truck and Ring. It's 10-6. Truck has all the momentum. Truck has the disc again right now too. So like.
Yep.
But they just turned it. So.
You can generate turns for teams. Like,
Yeah.
that's your superpower from afar.
It's the commentator's curse. I have.
See, but this is
I have Truck winning it all. So. Ooh.
okay.
D.
See, this is the part of Field Pass that I don't quite get, right? I have 2 games on my Field Pass right now. And they aren't necessarily the closer games.
Yeah. I think the other games might be at halftime.
Half? Sure. Makes sense.
We don't want to have a third and fourth screen of just
Screen.
field.
Right. That's fair. Yeah, I'm going to say that Shane pulls off a win in that other quarterfinal.
Let's go.
Depends on how much kava they ate yesterday, right?
Yeah. How much kava they ate and how much drinking they did.
Clinical work by Fury.
That's the nail for sure. If there wasn't already nails before.
Yep. The chat on that stream agrees.
Pierce, this is over. Okay, Pierce. Yeah.
Ultiworld's Twitter says you can't spell Cammy Groom without OMG.
Can you? I guess you can't, not with the letters, but
Right.
not in the.
Not in that order, though.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. not in that order. Yeah, I think, that the game that Flipside had with Brute Squad yesterday definitely didn't do them any favors for this game.
No.
Because had they won that game, they would have been, I mean, they would be playing Phoenix right now.
Right.
Or no, Sixers. They played Sixers.
Sixers,
So
yeah, later.
They'd
Yep.
be playing later, and they didn't have to play pre-quarters. And now, because they lost this game, Flipside has to go and play another game today.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. For their flight qualifications or whatever.
Right. I wonder though, like, how much the flight qualifications actually matter for the women's division. I guess some of that depends on if USAU chooses to enforce you must go to these tournaments, right?
Yeah.
But we've really seen like some teams that definitely did not achieve particular flight status at those tournaments.
Yeah.
You know, Elite Select Challenge comes to mind, just because with those tournaments being optional, some of those higher ranked teams opting out.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of teams do that. I feel like now that the world is more open, and not to say that COVID is over, but according to the world, COVID is over. So
right,
they're gonna be more strict about everything, in my opinion. Ooh. Or maybe they won't. I don't know. Who knows?
I mean, yeah. Other than U.S. Open not having a women's division, they still managed to fill the spots at the tournaments.
Sorry, what was that?
I was saying, like, other than U.S. Open not having a women's division, they still managed to fill the spots at their elite tournaments this year.
Yeah.
They maybe went deeper into the rankings to fill those spots, but teams were still willing to travel.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. The pessimist in me is like, they still made their money.
Yeah. Willing to travel to play against good competition.
Right. But like in the North Central this year, Pop didn't even play enough games to actually earn a bid.
Yeah. Neither did like Love Tractor for their region, but they ended up taking it from Public Enemy.
Yeah, so in the North Central, Heist actually earned the bid because they had the game minimum met, but then Pop took the bid and went to nationals with it.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Ooh, go.
That was
Go. Oh. Is that a D or is that?
It was a D.
Oh, unnecessary.
I had the same. Yeah. Yes.
It was really, really cool. It was great.
I had that same reaction. My feed was a few seconds ahead of yours, and I was like, "Oh wait, oh almost," and I was like, "Wait, that was just for a D. You didn't have to do that."
It looked amazing.
It looked really cool. Like.
Okay, during the timeout, going over to the field pass cam stuff.
Looks like we're on Brute versus Phoenix. Phoenix is up 8-7.
Okay.
Exist is 9-6 over Polar Bears.
Nice. Okay, there's just people standing around. Where are the other two games?
I know. Where's the other action in these games?
I don't even remember what one of the games was. I know Truck and Ring, but I can't remember what the fourth game was.
I don't remember either. They are talking through this. The observers on the Phoenix and Brute are very much discussing. All right, there's some discussion on the chat in the Fury versus Flipside about timeout in your own end zone.
Oh, that's fine. Timeout in your own end zone? I don't care. It's timeout on the opposing end zone that I have issues with. The end zone that you're trying to score into.
The birds are hanging out in the end zone again.
Yes.
Okay, this happened. They're just like chilling. This happened in the Noise versus Mixtape game, and I think it was Khalif who like just made the cut and was like, "All right, the birds are gonna move," or and got the disc, and the birds did move. But I was like, "Wow, you're built different," because I would have been.
What a throw.
That was a great throw. Yeah, I don't know that I could have like made a decisive cut into birds and had them like fly away around me. I don't know. I'm not bird phobic, but that's a little much.
Yeah. Anthony says non-club worlds years normally means more strict flight rules. That makes sense.
That does make sense. That was such a great throw. A great cut, but like...
Kayla Helton, as always, has her hands all over this game. 0 turns. That's pretty impressive.
That is.
Considering like how far they're down. Hold on. One sec.
No worries.
All right, back.
All right. How long do you think this point's going to take?
This one? Let's go 20 seconds.
Oh, it was a great grab by the defense.
I'm not counting, by the way. But
I'm not either.
Oop.
Look at the birds. See?
They're just chilling. They don't care. And watch, they're circling around and gonna land right back.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna wait for Anna to come all the way up, and they're gonna come right back. We have.
Right, there's somebody in the chat commentating that the great layout pick would have been great with the birds there. We'll have to see if Ulti captures a live action shot like that.
That'd be sweet.
Oh, that was a great grab. But a great grab. Look at that. Like
It is so ready. It looks cool though.
It does look cool. I still don't know that I'd want to run through a swarm of birds.
Yeah. Okay. Scores in other divisions. What's happening? Brute Phoenix. Phoenix is up by 1. And then I think Truck Stop. Yep, 11-8 Truck Stop. Pony's up 12-5 on Chain. And in mixed, we got Exist up 10-7 on Polar Bears, and Mixtape up 11-7 on Love Tractor. Love Tractor making a tiny little run.
Yeah, but as we saw yesterday in the Noise versus Mixtape game, Mixtape can respond well to that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hi, Clara. Again. You're back. No, you're not back? You want to get up? Bum, ba-da-bum. Oh, rip it. Nope. I like this Kayla Opie matchup.
Yeah.
Got the World's Games stars.
Mm-hmm.
Up. They're just like open all the time.
Yeah. But that was a great read of the disc there in the end zone.
Where is everybody? Like everybody was behind the disc at that point.
Yeah.
I don't see Ring winning this game.
Yeah. Oh, Brute's up now. 10-9.
Oh, that's a game. That is a game. All right. What else we got? I just want to see more cool plays in this game now.
I know.
Just have fun with it.
Like,
throw whatever you want.
Flipside, make a run.
Or just bid for every disc that comes your way.
Yep. Oh, that was a great grab there.
Yay, Clara. Ooh, big throw. This is what I want to see. Not great reads.
No.
I don't want to see that. I want to see good reads. Oh, do you have something to say? Don't eat it. It's my microphone. Okay. Yeah, the way that the Fury cutters just set up their cuts and then get open by like 3 yards is incredible.
Yeah, and they never seem to be like clumped together. They always have really good spacing as well.
Ooh, that was tough.
Oh. Although I do think on that last trek down the field, Flipside was doing a little bit better with their cutting and opening up space.
Yeah.
We'll see if. Oh, this goes up again.
Oh, no.
Oh. That disc. Oh.
What a throw.
Wow. Oh.
I don't like the decision. The throw was nice, but the decision was not nice.
Yep.
Because the cutter was like started on the same 10th of the field. And so that has to be like a perfect angled
Yep.
out of bounds and then right back inbounds for that to work.
All right. Flipside took another timeout.
So let's flip it over to the other side for the field pass. Chalk up 13-9 on Ring. Brute up 9-10 on Phoenix.
It looks like Brute Squad has the disc. Perhaps close to their end zone.
Probably for a break.
That would be a break.
Well, that's tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Phoenix had the lead at that game at one point, so Brute's gone on a slight run here.
That was loud. Okay, let's see what we got for the rest of this game.
All right.
Callahan to finish it off.
That would be exciting.
Yeah, this has been like the one team that's been giving Fury problems like all year. And to see Fury coming out like this on them
Against them, yeah.
has been like, it's scary for the rest of the division.
Yeah. Flipside is definitely liking the Hucks at this point, though. I think that's the second or third one we've seen that went up and not successful.
Because why not? Why not?
Right. Oh! How far behind is your stream? You're going to know.
Right there. There we go. 14-8. That's a break.
Such a great run through. Yeah,
Is that
no, it's a hold. That's a hold.
not a break. Ooh,
Yeah,
in
that's.
the back. What team is that? I want to figure out who this is. Mission.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a Chicago team.
Yeah.
It was such a great run through D.
Okay, Phoenix back within 1. 10-11.
Yep.
Dana with the triple double. Double being 2
Wow.
each.
Yep. Pony is. So I'm looking at some of the scores for the games that are not on Field Pass or the stream. Pony's definitely going to win. They're up 10-5.
Oh, yeah.
So they would likely face Truck in the semifinals then.
Bum, 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 bum. Yeet. Good yeet.
And
Well, that's
then yeah. Mixtape's up 12-9 over Love Tractor. Oh, another great defensive.
Wow. Just super heads up.
Yeah. Oh, there's a pick call.
What if Flipside comes back and wins this game?
Well, there's only 5 minutes and 40 seconds until soft cap. Yeah, that would be a heck of a run.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, the game would just end. It hit time, but look at that. They're so excited.
That's great. That was great movement.
All right, what was my prediction? Was 15-10. Yours was 15-11 or 12?
I said 12.
Okay.
Well, they gotta get a break to get 10, so we can look. Now Fury just needs to score, so we can both be wrong. Oh, Brute turned it in their end zone. So Phoenix has the disc.
Oh, wow.
Dana's staring at the camera, looks like. I don't know if she actually was, but it looked like it.
Wow, what a pull.
That was incredible. Dana has like the perfect body type for pulls with like long arms for a huge pendulum swing to get it through. Like it's I think Fury at this point is just like we just gotta play clean offense. Like they broke us twice
Yeah.
in a row. Oh.
Oh. Again, you generate turns.
Oh, Phoenix turned it. Oh, okay, but Brute turned it. So. Oh wow.
It feels like such a tough turn. And then the roll.
Ooh. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Feels like the last few points, Flipside has really been a little more aggressive with their choices.
Yeah. Is that? Ooh. What?
Oh.
No way! No way! No way! That's how they win? No way!
That's how they win.
No way! Oh, Clara, come back. Come here. That was incredible. All right, I'm gonna.
That was wild.
I'm gonna see if I can pull up this.
Field pass? Or the Phoenix Brute game?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up the Phoenix Brute game. See if I can put it on the stream here. I should be able to. If it will let me.
Like, who just wants me?
Okay. Ow. Maybe it won't let me. I don't think it'll let me. Yeah, I need to stop this.
Well, Brute just scored, so Brute has 12 and Phoenix has 10.
Okay.
Ring also just scored, so that game is 13-11, it looks like. And Exist and Polar Bears are still at 12-9, which I feel like that's been the case for a while now.
Yeah. Boom, boom. I'm hoping I'll be able to get this going. Haha. I think I did it. I did it. Maybe. If this will go. It's being very slow. Nope.
All right, so Phoenix has the disc now.
Maybe not. I don't know. It's being lame. Or I could do this. There we go. That'll work. That'll do it. Okay.
All right. In time for Phoenix to score. So that's 11-12. Brute Squad's in the lead.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. I like this. I have it set up so it's just full screen. Brute in Phoenix and us we're not on it at all.
Nice.
So
We're not on the screen now?
We're
Great.
not on the screen at all.
Cool. We can still chat.
Yes, we can still chat and we can talk about the game.
That is nice. Right. All right. So can Phoenix get a break here? It's what they need.
Almost. All right. So cap just went off, so I think it's game to what, 13 now?
Well, is it game to 13 or is it game to 14? Because they had technically, like, as soon as the point concludes,
Oh, yeah.
it's the start of the next one.
Okay, so possibly.
Right?
Yeah. So game to 14 sounds right.
Game to
Or
14?
I guess it depends who scores.
Because it's +1 of whatever the highest.
Yeah, so if
Right.
Phoenix scores,
Yes.
then it'll be to 13. If Brute scores, it'll be to yeah.
A game to 13, yeah. Yep. Oh, that's a turn by Phoenix, who had a chance for a break.
My thing's going in slow motion right now. For some reason. There we go. Wow. Nope. Okay. I'm gonna turn my camera off so my computer doesn't yell at me more.
Yep, I can turn mine off too since we're not streaming.
Yeah.
There we go. That way, a little less.
Exactly. Run it a little smoother. Around.
Yep. Oh, wow. Such a grab. It is a game to 14.
That's tough. Phoenix has to break 3 times in a row. Or I guess 1 hold and then 2 breaks.
Right. Yeah.
Honestly, did not see Phoenix going out in quarters. I had them going
Quarters? Right.
Because I think whoever wins this game plays Fury, if I'm not mistaken. In semis.
Yeah, it's the same side of the bracket playing right now, so yes.
Yeah.
They will play Fury.
Tomorrow.
At 10 a.m. Pacific.
It's nice that like the winners get to play just 1 game during the day.
Yeah.
I have a friend on Molly Brown And I was like, you just got one game. You have no excuse. Just go all out. And she's like,
Right.
it's so nice to just have one game. And I was like, but that's only if you win. If you lose, you got to play another game. So you got to win.
For sure. Although I have to say for Molly Brown versus Scandal, I'm rooting for Scandal.
You're rooting for...
I am.
Blasphemy.
There are some Bella alums on Scandal.
Gotcha.
Sandy Jorgensen, Margaret Walker.
DA call a timeout?
It appears so.
Yeah.
That's like slightly up. Okay. Like it's kind of a good move to recompose everybody, right? Get them set at the task at hand.
Yeah. And I mean, you got like 10.5 minutes. Or are they just...
Right.
Are they talking to see if game is over? Like, what is...
No, game can't be over. But now the stream's offline, so.
Oh, no. That sucks. I know it's hard getting 4 streams going at the same time, but
Yeah, it is. But when it goes out at crucial moments,
yeah. I mean, at least it's in the middle of the timeout, though. So that's okay.
right?
It's still offline.
All right. So yeah, but
Dang.
Twitter's saying that's end of game.